What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to throw in a Q&A because I had been asked some days back about border cities and what's it like out here for families that cross on a daily to work or school. So as far as myself, you guys know that I'm a deportee and I don't cross, and my husband at the moment is not crossing. So it's not something that we've lived personally. So I can't share on a personal opinion, but I can give you a general idea of what it's like here in the city and how locals go about crossing on a daily for school and work. It's a very normal thing. As some of you know, I am on the other side of Laredo, Texas. So this is me speaking from the Texas side. I'm sure that other states as Baja California and all that are different, and I'll get to it in a little bit of some of the scenarios, just stuff that I've seen, how it's been different for everybody out here. And I'm gonna just share that and see if maybe it can resonate a little bit to, you know, your situation, because I always say this, it's different for everybody. And every city's different, even if we're all at the border. So one of the reasons why families decide to stay at the border and not live down south is because, you know, many times they believe that their kids should stay in the country. And it's kind of a way of not being separated and kind of still having the, not kind of, but still having the benefits of being on the American side and having like medical care and them going to school. Many times, like, one of the spouses makes a lot more money on the other side, making dollars. So this is the reason why, you know, many people stay at the border. Most of these families, or some of these families, actually do live on the Mexican side, so they don't pay rent in dollars and they can make their money last a lot more, right, out here with pesos. I would say the primary reason, if not the primary reason, why, you know, couples stay here at the border, because they're making good money and they can really, you know, do more on this side. And a lot of them avoid, you know, paying rent in dollars and they just cross on a daily. But the thing is, like, as far as school, sometimes you're gonna struggle a little bit to find someone to give you that address to enroll your kids in school. So many times, like, if you don't want to be struggling like that, or you don't want to be asking for favors or whatever, then, you know, people pay rent, you know. And sometimes, you know, it's just a little, sometimes, like, it's just convenient in some ways, because let's say you really don't want to put your kids through the, you know, crossing every single day. Man, look, you can do it for like a week or two. Wake up like really early, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But after like month 2, ya te va a pesar. And then month 6, you know, no vas a estar como que igual. O te acostumbras así de que, en verdad te acostumbras así bien machín de que voy a cruzar a diario y así lo voy a hacer. And it's like I said, you know, many locals on a daily. What makes the crossing, at least here in Laredo, what makes it faster than others is like people that just have visas, they have to make really long lines, versus if you're a citizen, well, you can just, you know, just get right across. I'm not exactly personally sure how it works. Like, I don't know how it works. I don't know if I hear about this like Century Pass card or something, and like they don't even have to make a line. Like there's, well, here, because we have like 2 bridges, right, like main bridges where like locals cross through, or just people, right, in general. It's an international bridge, but you know what I mean. But some people, they cross walking in one, as far as I know, and then the other one they drive through it. I guess there's like specific lines for like American citizens, so don't have to really just go through the line, standing in line, because I'm sure they get checked, but it's not the same, you know what I mean? Like they probably have like just a different filter or something. So it doesn't take as long, and this is why again locals do it. Locals, they go for making the dollars living on this side. It just has its pros and its cons, you know. You as a person, like, this, my best tip as far as this is just sit down and think about what's best for your family and give it all a try. Like, try A, B, C, D, and E, you know what I mean, and see what's best for you. The friends that I've had around me, the people that I've seen experiences, they've all done it differently. And they've tried different things until they found what was best for them. Like, if you're a newbie out here, if you're straight up a newbie and you don't even know, or you haven't even moved down yet, and you don't really know what borders life is like, you know, according to your own needs, just play out what would be best for you, for your kids. Because look, you know your kids too, you know what I mean? Or probably even your spouse. Like there's spouses that you just can't sleep apart at night, you know? So living across, like, because there's times when people just rent across and they stay all week and they just cross like midweek or on the weekends. But it doesn't work for every single marriage couple, whatever, you know? Some people have to just see each other. They have to eat together at night. Like for some marriages is just important, you know? And I would say like for us, it's like that. I don't know if I could be separated from my husband like more than a day, straight up. All these years it's been like that. So it's just according to you, you know what I mean? What is your, like, y'all just really just sit down and talk it out and see what's most important for everybody. Because you know, sometimes we make decisions based on the kids, of course. I think this is why I started off the video, kind of just making more emphasis on that. But at the same time, you know, don't lose yourselves in the, you know, because a lot goes on. And when I tell you this, I'm really careful about how I say this, because unfortunately it does happen a lot. You're gonna see it, and I don't want you to be discouraged. The fact that, you know, that daily crossing, that, you know, the money dynamic and all that sometimes, and then the stress with school or just stuff like that can sometimes kind of bring like friction or something in the marriage. And but even then, straight, you really want to know what my honest opinion is? Even then, I would find ways to make it work and just stick it out together if we decided, or if we consider that the border life would be best, like for us as a family. I would still try to make it work, because it is worth it, you guys. Your babies need both mama and daddy. They need you together. Your kids need you together. If you're in this for the long run, if you're having to wait it out here, like maybe let's say 10 years or something, because this is a situation for some families, find something comfortable for you, you know? And don't feel bad if you have to make decisions like having to either homeschool your kids on the Mexican side, or, you know, them going to Mexican schools, and then later on, just once they're a little older, able to probably cross on their own, because a lot of older kids cross on their own too, you know. This is, again, it goes back to your own family's needs. Like, are my kids small? Are they, you know, old enough to cross the bridge, or are they old enough to cross alone? Do they need my help? Can I, you know what I mean? And then the place where you live is also something that's gonna matter a lot in the decisions that you make, you know, because, you know, I hear Tijuana, that's what I got in the comment, like Tijuana's packed out here. It's just really, you know, I don't know how many lanes you guys have to cross. I don't know how fast it goes. You know, I would have to, I don't know, if I don't even know anybody that lives out there that crosses on a daily, but I'm sure it's a hassle. I've met women that had really good jobs on that area in Baja California. No sé si creo que vivían en San Diego. Hace muchos años, like a long time ago, when I first started like doing deportee content. Not deportee content, when I had that Facebook group and for like deportees. And I met her, and, you know, she would talk sometimes, and she would tell me that, you know, she was a nurse and she would make good money, and she didn't. I think that's one of the reasons why we connected, because I think I was still going to nursing school, and she was like, she was kind of wanting to know what nursing was like in Mexico and all that. And, you know, I was like, well, it's kind of like this on this side. And she would be like, why don't you come to Baja California? There's like a lot of Americans. Because since she had money, you guys, she wasn't struggling like that. She got herself a nice place out here. Like, her husband and everybody was set. Her kids were going to private school on the Mexican side, because I guess this has been a situation since a long time ago, how people don't easily cross, you know what I mean? Like how people just have a hard time crossing on a daily. So I guess she just didn't want that, and she had the money to pay, you know. I think they were like there was like a homeschool community. And I would say, man, look into that. Like, look into communities like that, because there is a lot of people that go for homeschooling. There is a lot of people that go for homeschooling, and it's not a bad choice at all. You just have to get your kids involved with other kids, you know, so they don't feel so alone, because them moving out here is already hard enough, and then them not having friends, or like really just seeing people, even if it's like little neighbors or something. Texas, todo lo que es Nuevo Laredo, Piedras Negras, creo que Acuña también, no sé, Matamoros, Reynosa, todo eso, yo creo que está como que no tan packed así como Baja California, yo diría. O sea, lo que es Tamaulipas, Coahuila o no sé quién más, Chihuahua. A lo mejor El Paso sí, no sé, es que tendría que averiguar, no sé los del Paso si, if you're watching my videos from El Paso, please comment down below and let us know how it is crossing on a daily out there. But here, it's not that complicated at all. It could be done here. But anyways, guys, I hope that that answered your question. I wish I knew more about it, but that's just kind of my perspective from what I've seen and kind of lived, you know. And as far as tips, you guys just write it out, you know, one day at a time. Just one day at a time. I know that maybe es cansado, que es going back to what I was saying about the marriage and how sometimes it causes a little like, dang, you know, because, you know, sometimes one starts blaming the other, like, oh, we wouldn't have to be going through this if, but sometimes things just happen, you know, sometimes things just happen and we have to face life however it comes. If this is the situation that we're in and it's something that we have to do, we're gonna make the best of it. Honestly, that's like my best tip, you know. I'm gonna make the best of whatever life throws at me. Sometimes I'm not prepared and sometimes I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna get done, you know, and we're all gonna be okay. And if there's something that I learned this week, this is like extra to the video, but this week I learned that, you know, words of affirmation are like really important in our spouses, in our kids' lives. And if you're living this right now, I think that would come in handy, straight up, and build them up, you know, and you build yourself up and be like, you know what, we're gonna be okay. You know, it's gonna work out for us. Maybe we're gonna go through this, but at some point the kids are gonna grow, or it's gonna be worth it because by making maybe money in dollars, you know, we're gonna be able to avanzar más rápido, vamos a poder avanzar más rápido, vamos a poder hacer más en menos tiempo. So stay focused on the goals and on the why you do it. You know what I mean? And I think that's gonna make it easier. And you know, kids don't have to be a victim of the situation either. You know, you can help them understand it in the way that, hey, you know, this is our life, this is what we're going through, and we're strong and we're gonna get through it and we're gonna make the best of it and we're gonna face adversity in the best way possible. You know, that's how I've handled my own situation with my son. Like, hey, this is, you know, how life played out for us. So we have one of two choices, you know, to make the best of it or not. So let's just make the best of it. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys stay blessed. I hope to put this up like by tonight. I hope to be on time. I was gonna do a live on this, but then I was like, should I not? And I was like, I'm just gonna record real quick, so I don't want to make it too long. Maybe you're just looking for something not an hour long, but something like 20 minutes long, probably, hopefully less than that. And I'm gonna cut this down to less than that. I hope you guys have a blessed week, and I will be coming back with more Q&As. Please let me know if there's anything else that you want to know. I have a little more time now, so I could just be throwing them up, whether it be here on video and make it a little longer or doing shorts for you guys. Thank you for watching, for all your support. You guys stay blessed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.